super hard, so I wanted to look at the lane in the second game.
Okay. All right, interesting. So let's check it out. Yeah, I mean, basically, we're gonna find out if it really is the. So let me just open your.
Yeah,
Did
I
you?
just kind of feel like I can never kill anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if I jump on a support, they don't die.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, let's talk about the items here. Let's see the game. So. We'll have to see if it really is like maybe you're doing the wrong things or you are having a big impact but you don't realize it. Okay, this one looks pretty weird. You guys definitely have a strange set of heroes.
oh yeah, we had safe lane OD in this game, which was pretty weird.
Safe lane OD and support
Yeah,
Zeus
yeah,
and the Tinker.
yeah,
It's
yeah. So
five
people
intelligence
were
heroes. Yeah.
flaming in the pregame in this one, but we still won. So
I mean,
Tinker just like went off, but yeah.
it's still not the worst heroes to pair with Dream Coil. You know, we talked about you want Dream Coil together with spells that or heroes at least that the enemies have to run from, and I would say OD and March of the Machines are definitely that. Yeah, they did have a bunch of counters. So let's see. Your build in this game was Yule's, the Blink, the Veil Axe. Interesting. Yeah. Just looking at this, although Veil is really good here, since it's coming out at 25 minutes, quicker Ags may have been better, especially considering up against the Jug. But regardless, so your lane was Puck Zeus against Jug.
Against Jug and Venge, I think.
Oh, Jug and Venge. Okay.
I think. I might be wrong.
Let's check it out as a net worth. So you were slightly ahead of the Jug. Yeah, like 300 gold. Okay. We could check out the lane stage and see if there's anything.
So this one, I think the lane went okay. I even killed the Jug. At least once, maybe twice. So.
Okay. I mean, the lane went okay. Like, well, what do you consider to be okay, right? We gotta start with that, considering the matchup.
I mean, okay, in that like we didn't get to 10 minutes, and I'm like, it's like level 6 to level 4, and I died twice, and I have no CS, like, because that's what the second game is like. So this is
So not getting crushed is the goal. Yeah, I gotta say, being up against Venge makes this a million times easier than if it's Chuck Grim. It's still a good lane to be pucking, but the fact that it's Venge makes it super easy. Like this is the most, like probably one of the easiest to dodge stuns in the game. So yeah, before you go in, like you need to have an expectation of what should happen in this lane, and yeah, you guys should definitely crush this lane. Like we're just double ranged against Chugger. All right. I mean, just for the room fight, not sure you should just use the orb, right? Just to do some damage. It's only 80 mana, and if the orb is flying, then you have a way to dodge the missile too, jumping into it. Alright, so worth pointing out, 59 damage, 55. So he shouldn't be able to deny you, and you should have pretty good shot at last hits even. You should have pretty good shot at even getting denies on him. Or for the range creep. It's fine. So, I would say is the reason you guys can't really get aggressive for the first 2 minutes. I'll replay it a little bit. I mean, you are trading some hits, but it's like most of them going on you. you hitting back, and then trading like that, right?
Yeah. But it's mostly because we got double waved, right?
Aha,
The first
yeah.
wave went into the tower.
Okay, there you go.
So
So that's a really big deal, because yeah, like the tower kills them very fast. And yeah, now so when you notice this happening, like one simple solution is you don't do this, for example. Like that's so, I mean, you can, it's not the end of the world, but yeah, you gotta hit the creeps a lot more, like just auto attack them. Don't wait for that. Like, that's a classic mistake.
Yeah.
You are getting these range creeps, but it's very narrow. Okay, like your window of you can last hit with the orb, he cannot deny it. It's 13 damage, right? Orb is 70, he has 57.
Yeah.
So generally you want to pair it with the right click.
Yeah.
Right, you throw the right click immediately, or they land together. It's a lot safer.
That makes sense.
Okay, this is probably the first time that you guys are about to have a creep advantage, although you do deny yours very aggressively. Let's see. You tried to stop the pull.
I tried, it didn't work.
I take a bajillion damage. Right, meanwhile Zeus pulled. So that's, you know, the support's job. Like if he doesn't do that, then, you know, too bad. But you can't, like, even if you do stop the pull, what's the reason for it, right? It's so that you can still get some safe lane farm, but you the offlaner, right? Not Zeus. So if you lose all your HP in the process, you're kind of like, even if you do stop the pull, like it's not worth it anymore, right? That's the
okay.
So when you see that they've pulled, I mean, first of all, you shouldn't walk through the neutrals, because right, it's a lot of damage. One armor range 0. Yeah.
Yes.
And second, you just come over here and you could try to take some last hits or mess with support or whatever, but yeah, because you actually end up tanking both neutrals and the lane creeps and some hero hits, so kind of rough. Also, this is a lane, I mentioned you could take either silence or shift level 2, but obviously this is a lane where, well, shift level 2 is super valuable, because not only for trading hits with range support, but dodging the stun, right? I think just having a way to dodge it.
Yep.
And if you, like, let's say you wanna go for, you know, skipping it so that you have surprise burst to maybe kill the jug with longer silence and stuff, that's okay, but then you gotta play around it, right? Then you don't, that's even more reason to not go for those weird trades. So yeah, like Puck's main strength, especially in this lane, is 550 attack range and a nice animation for harass, right? So just this little window, you can basically see I had like some crazy aggression here, right? Contesting pulls, fighting, lots of spells, getting low HP, blah blah, which was, you know, a bit too much. And now when is actually the time to be aggressive, because, well, it's risk free at this moment, right? Melee hero, range hero. Like now's the time to hit him, and you don't hit him enough, right? Like you hit him once, and now you're just chilling. Alright, try to get last hit, okay, doesn't work, just chilling, like, could be auto attack him right now. What's stopping him? Or the Venge? Nothing is stopping him. Like even here, check this out. you have a double wave coming, essentially. Or at least you have the range creep still alive. You're about to orb these 2 creeps and hit him, which is great. Alright, double last hit plus hero wave. That's like the best possible use of the orb. But then why are you also simultaneously running away? Right?
Yeah.
Because like he's staying, although he should be backing off. Because he doesn't know that you're gonna do that. But you know that you're gonna do that. So you should already be pacing aggressively. And as you throw, like, he might be, you know, feeling confident, start trading with you. But then you throw the orb and suddenly he's tanking 5 creeps. Alright, but you check out what happens, like. You're already walking back after the orb, right? Which you shouldn't.
Yeah, I should just hit him.
Like right now, even though Zeus out of mana, right? 5 creeps, man. This is like 60. Yeah, that's like over 100 damage. Yeah, you'll definitely win any kind of trade. You're hitting him here a little bit more. I mean, maybe you're used to offlaners with more damage. Although this is, I mean, 66 is not little damage, right? Oh, here, just kill him, right?
Yeah.
But see, the skill was not even like planned, right? It's like he fucks up, runs into you, doesn't press his 15 launch charges, doesn't use spin. Like, oh well, let's kill him. All right. So, yeah, the point is like Puck's harass on the lane is very important. It might not feel like you're doing a lot of damage. Yeah, he has high armor, but the point is that you can hit him. It's not a trade, right? You're hitting him for free. He's not hitting you back.
Yeah.
And between considering that and considering the fact that you don't want the wave to be too pushed, like you should basically be hitting all the time, right? There's like no time to be walking around not attacking. Also, because of escape spells, it can be quite nice to pick up. If you don't want to go double null, you can get the Robe of the Magi, right? For lanes that you're already doing well in. You know, the +6 int, and then turn that into treads later.
Yeah.
Because it's just cheap damage, right? You want to keep up your advantage. Right now, he's slightly ahead of 72, 68. He's actually leading in XP though, despite the kill, which is a bit strange. I mean, arguably Zeus is leeching a lot more than Venge, but like right here, once again, afraid for no reason. Yeah, you're alone, but you have boots. He doesn't. Okay, you don't have phase shift, but that's on you, right? And
that's yeah, a mistake for sure.
and even considering that, it's still like you're basically unkillable. Like you have orb. I mean, you're 100% unkillable between the stick and the fairy fire. Even if Venge tries to stun you, you can silence in. Like that's a pretty nice play. You can go slightly behind them or on top of them with silence, and then orb backwards. So you're escaping, but still deal damage with the orb. Like how is this Venge making you go back? Right, that shouldn't be the case. How is she forcing you back like that?
I don't know, I guess I'm just afraid because I'm alone. And I don't have phase shift.
I mean, here he fucks up completely. Should turn around him a lot sooner, yeah. Like, I feel like the Zeus spins there are justified. Yeah. So this is basically the way you played the last part of this engagement should be the way you played everything. Like now you're hitting him, right? You hit, you walk, you hit, you walk. Hit, right? You're hitting off cooldown. Like this little sequence here. You hit, you hit, you hit. Like that's what you should be doing the whole time. You hit, use a spell, hit, use a spell. Alright? It's not like yeah. It's not like you wait for them to be out of position and you burst them. Like no, it's like a steady constant hitting. So here, first major item you get is Void Stone, which, like, what does Void Stone help you with?
Nothing, just mono.
Okay, I mean, yeah, it gives you mana, right? So
Right,
what is that mana? And what is that mana useful?
Spamming spells more.
Mm-hmm. But like, in what situation? What does it help you accomplish? Spam spells for what?
I mean, to farm.
Okay, exactly. Right, to farm in the shove waves. Exactly, that's what the mana regen is good for. And that's what the spells are good for. Because, well, they're AoE, obviously, so they hit all the creeps. But what are you trying to accomplish, actually? Like, or what is the better thing? Because you are already kind of accomplishing it, but could be going a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
That's crushing this lane, right? Beating the jug,
Yeah,
zoning him.
Forcing the jug to leave, right?
Yeah, and
so I should just
that actually
get,
happens with your right clicks.
Yeah, so I should just get like treads or something.
Yeah, just in treads are so good on Puck.
Mm-hmm.
So much damage.
Yeah,
Right?
I haven't been really buying treads at all. Because I
Mhm.
think last week when we talked about the builds and stuff,
Yeah.
I must have misunderstood, but I think basically we
Oh
talked
yeah,
about
I did say brown boots. Fair enough. Yeah, I didn't
brown
write down.
boots or get travels, and so like I was confused because so I've been staying on brown boots most games.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I did say, yeah, I didn't write down the treads. But what I did write down, which is basically like a similar thing, is
get more
the nulls. Yeah, at least 2 or 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even just having an extra null here is a pretty big deal. Plus 5 damage. Having 3 nulls also very big deal. Like, and if you think about it, right, the null is 510 gold, right? So this gives you 2.25 mana regen. 2 nulls give you 1.2. Yeah, not counting the mana regen from the int itself. So it's pretty close, probably like 1.5. And the damage, yeah, it's. But whatever you get, it's. Or if you are rushing the use, okay, then at least get the staff first, right? Again, that's plus 10 damage. You just shouldn't underestimate the right click, right, of this hero. The point is that because you're so survivable, you're able to, and like you're super survivable plus your range, so you're able to keep getting these right clicks in.
Yeah.
And again, like I know it. Oh shit! Fuck! I hate this bug. If you go pop out of the replay, you go back in, it restarts for some reason. It might feel like each right click is not doing much individually because he has high armor, but again, it adds up. Like that's the point, basically.
Yeah. So in this lane, I should have probably taken a point in phase shift, so I didn't have to be as scared of getting stunned and spun on.
Yeah.
And then got either like two more talismans or just treads.
Okay, this is a really strange moment, actually. So he has 84, you hit him, he has 47, right? That means you're doing about, what, 34 damage per hit?
Mm-hmm.
So it takes 2 more hits to kill him right now.
Mm-hmm.
2 more hits, your attack speed is 1.2, so 2.4 seconds to land 2 hits and no, actually that's less because that's between the hits, right? So it's actually about 1.5 seconds, right? You hit and then you wait a little bit, you hit again. So yeah, just right click him twice here and he's dead. Because, I mean, you skill the coil, you use the coil, then you start running. Right, just 2 hits. Taps, he's already used this wand. You actually cancel your hit here to use the coil instead. And I don't know if he ends up killing you or not, but...
Nah.
No, Zeus ends up getting him probably, but yeah. Finds also another ward. Yeah. So, but anyway, this is a very common thing in Dota. Like, if you think you're on the back foot and you're playing like you're on the back foot, you will be on the back foot, right? Like, that's kind of the idea. Because right now, this build looks like, oh, you know, lane went rough. I better get some utility item ASAP so I can be useful, right? That's kind of what this build is. But actually, you're 2-0-2 to carry a 0-2, right? You are ahead of him in net worth, although you should be a lot further ahead considering the kills. right? This should be like you know, my lane went amazing. I can actually carry this game, right? I can become like a mid puck.
Okay.
And you know, whether it's through the treads or like stacking talismans or whatever, it doesn't matter, right? But it's as long as you have that mindset, I'm sure you can, like, you will make it happen. Basically, you're not gonna buy Voidstone, right? Because you're playing mid puck and you buy Voidstone first major item, like that's a throw for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it doesn't help you last hit or anything. Yeah. So.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So yeah, the initial mini stun on the coil we talked about, like that could have been. Well, okay, you're a bit too far. Oh no, you're not actually. Wait, that was a replay bug. Fuck, your mono just jumped. Let's see. So here, I mean, that was like one of the few times that you should not hit, because just walk with him, you call him mini stun into silence and he dies.
Yeah.
Or I'm pretty sure he still hit the silencer. Yeah.
But his spin, I don't know where the spin is in the replay. I'm confused.
Yeah. No, I mean,
but like just the initial hit would be enough to like do whatever it is, 50 damage, and let us catch up that little bit and hit him.
Yeah, my you can layer it, like coil mini stun, it's half a second into silence. Oh wow, what a build! It is actually a very bad build because you can't lane shove at all with that build.
Who's this? Grimstroke?
Yeah. He has no
stroke of fate. Yeah.
So, and it didn't even result in a kill. So, I mean, having early level 3 silence is nice, but then you're not really a hero. So, decide to make a rotation mid. You're still 100 gold ahead of him in net worth, even though he's 20 last hits ahead of you, right? You're almost double your last hits, which is pretty crazy.
Because I have 3 kills or whatever.
Yeah. But then imagine like you're actually last hitting.
Yeah.
So here you're just waiting for Tinker to TP. But
So
then
now I am, not really sure what to do. Because it feels like we have Tinker OD, so like they don't really want to do anything.
Okay. So here's where I mean, the thing is already kind of committed to this Yule's Rush, which... Why did you just decide, by the way, in the first place, to go for Yule's Rush?
In this game. I have no good reason.
So we have utility if your team has enough damage if your team has enough zero.
Yeah.
So you feel like, okay, Tinker OD.
I feel like
Zeus.
Tinker OD, we have enough damage.
For sure. I mean, if there's anything you have, it's damage.
My whole team just does damage and nothing else. Like even Lich does does damage with his ulti. So I thought I definitely don't need to build like a Dagon or whatever.
Yo, hey Kata, what's up, man? Yeah, definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then the utility items is you had like Ags and Yules, so.
Okay. Yeah, I can agree with the.
So I eventually built Ags and Yules, but I mean maybe the order isn't good, but.
No, I agree with the Yules. That's fine. Okay. So, yeah, obviously it is a weird lineup on your team. Don't have a tower pusher, which kind of sucks. With that in mind, actually, one item I didn't write down, but it's very situational. What you could consider is Meteor Hammer.
Okay.
The stats are pretty nice, and it's amazing with the cast range talent. Like, it basically allows you to cast it out of tower range.
Makes sense. Yeah. I don't know if you saw Lich's build. Oh yeah, that was a misclick.
Yeah.
Not right now, but like in the score screen, he goes the damage talent and builds a Desolator because he's like, we have no one that hits buildings.
Yeah. All right, let's check out this moment. So, what happens here? There's I'm trying to push bottom, but Pudge came, right? Lich pushing with you.
Yeah.
Pudge, I don't know if you guys actually saw the Pudge, maybe not. You saw 3 heroes mid. What are these heroes mid doing though?
Well, I mean, Sniper will hit the tower eventually.
Okay. Eventually, yeah.
And like,
What is your
Grimstroke
main
just walking
contribution?
around, I guess.
Alright, now you see the Pudge.
Yeah, because we have a ward behind the tower.
Now Grimstroke dies. What is your main contribution to defending, right, in this tower?
To defending this tower?
Mid tower, yeah.
Well, I mean, I can clear the wave with
Okay.
with Orb and Rift.
Do you guys lack wave clear with the Tinker? No.
Yeah. Tinker can
Yeah.
launch the wave.
So if it's about clearing the wave, you know, Tinker got that, right? So
yeah.
So basically, like, the main reason for you to be here is to coil the sniper, right? So you kill him. Like, that's your long-range catch. Like we talked about this, your team doesn't really have any catch. That's your reason. Now it's on cooldown, so therefore, don't TP mid.
Okay.
Right? Especially considering this Pudge TP'd out. Like, if I go back to this moment, you actually miss it from your player perspective because you move your camera away from Pudge. But like the moment he starts TPing, I guess you kind of start TPing at the same time. Nah, he started like a second before you, but this is a free tower, right? Like Grim is dead, this guy TP'd there, and there's other 2 heroes fighting. Free tower, because you're asking, you're not sure what to do, but this is what you do, right? You shove waves. Free tower, get your Yules. Right, this huge missed opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, I mean, these guys die before you even get there, which is completely expected, and yeah, you actually die here, yeah. And now Tinker also goes in. Alright, does get the kill at least. But yeah. So
yeah, I just completely misjudged my damage there. I was like, oh, I can kill this guy. No.
So
not even close.
Again, like your main contribution is outside of the coil for catching and you know, items. Now if you had Yules already, I would say maybe it's a bit different because then you also have another catch, but if you're not coiling people, then you should be shoving waves, right, with your spells. Especially saying that, like, that's also the build you went for, right?
Yeah.
So here's the fight starting. Yules is not on you yet.
Yeah.
Now, how come you decide to jump into the orb early here? Like, you quickly jump in to coil, like... The purpose of the coil is to stop them from running away, right? Who's your best coil target? Well, someone who wants to run away, like Sniper, yes. Are these guys even trying to run away right now? No.
No, we're trying to kill OD.
There's supports, right? Yeah, there's supports that went in.
Yeah, I think this is something I get wrong a lot. Like, I just see 3 people standing together and I'm like, oh, I should just coil because I'll hit 3 people. And then, but it doesn't, like, they just stand there and fight.
I mean, yeah, like, you're not, because you don't even get them though, right? You don't
like,
even
they're not trying to run away, they're not trying to chase anyone, they're just, like, standing there hitting each other, so it doesn't end up doing anything.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Sniper was just chilling in the river, casting his ult. Alright, that's the guy you actually should be looking for.
Yeah.
Now, farming the safest camp in the map for your team. So again, it's kind of a unique game. You have a Tinker, so kind of no point going Yules because he's gonna take care of a lot of that lane shoving. But that frees you up to go other items. The Blink, usually not needed, but you're up against Sniper, so I can understand it.
Yeah.
This would be one game, by the way, where you could take the cast range talent earlier. Since you rushed Yules and there's a Sniper, so a little bit of extra range is gonna be useful.
Okay, makes sense.
If it's a good game to get a fast Blink, it's probably a good game to get the range talent also, right?
Okay, yeah. I think I've been buying the blink a fair bit, not every game, but I feel like it makes, like, obviously it lets you catch sniper or whatever, but it also makes you much more survivable. Being able to like blink out of the shift.
Yeah, to an extent, but the problem is like, you already have an escape tool, right? It's just like, for example, here you went in with the orb even though there was no reason to.
Yeah.
Right, like, actually, let's replay it a little bit. Was it like here somewhere? A bit sooner even. Like, no, it was even before that, holy shit. Okay. Somewhere here was the fight, I think. Or no? No, yeah, it was like right here, yeah. So there was no reason for you to, like, how much quicker did you get here by using the orb anyway? Like, look at it when you're walking. Like, you have to realize that the orb barely moves faster than you and you're stopping to cast it, so you actually don't, and like, yeah, you jump like 200 range with it, so the point is you don't have to coil. Like, again, the hero is not like blink in and stun. You rarely have to do that because this has so much cast range. Look at the range without your talent, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's your spells allowing you to walk in, basically.
Okay.
Like, majority of heroes walking into 5 just gonna die, but Puck, no, it's safe. Coil, silence, orb, phase shift, you're out, right? You stun some people, you silence some people, and there's like basically no risk of you dying. Very few spells that can catch you, right? Again, if there's Nyx Carapace, it gets a bit harder and stuff, but yeah, like, so now you're showing bottom. Why go back there? I mean, just keep it out, but why do you have to go back?
Just because I didn't see anyone.
Running mid. Okay, how do these heroes kill you? Let's go back.
Like, like swap into dismember. I don't know.
All right.
From fall.
Neither. You're still an instant cast, man. You have like three ways to, I don't know, to disable them, right? You have 2 movement spells.
I mean, for me, they're not instant cast. I'm not that quick. Still getting the hang of it. So I still find I get hit by shit that I really shouldn't get hit by. Which is, I mean, obviously that's just practice, right?
Yeah, but it's not. It's not just about like phase shift dodging, right? I mean, there's only the conventional to phase shift dodge. It's nothing else really that.
Yeah.
Like,
and hook, right? If I need to.
Okay, but I mean, you can also just stand in a place where you can't get hooked, right? We're talking. This is like super safe, edge of the map. You have an observer even, and it's nighttime. Like, this is. Honestly, it's way safer to be here than to be here, right? Like, what if you run into Grimstroke Jug right now? That's where you could maybe die, but yeah, just chill here, just keep shoving waves, right? Be annoying for the enemy. Like, we're talking about, you gotta feed a little bit, right? Because you have to push your limits so that you can play the hero effectively and learn the limits, right?
Yeah.
If you just like, because this kind of like a Zeus move, right? Like, this move was good if you're playing Zeus, right? Like this guy, because Zeus is like, you know, comparatively, it's one of the least survivable heroes.
Yeah.
No disable, no mobility, nothing. Right? So if Zeus standing here, he might as well be dead, right? Like, Pudge can solo him. Like, Pudge just starts walking at him and Zeus is dead. Right? But not the case with Puck, right? So you have to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, little thing here. If you are gonna go on this Grim, again, the much better sequence, I feel like you're underestimating the range of the coil, is you start with the coil, right? Orb coil, like we talked about, because he's already in coil range right here. Like, this is within, maybe like now it's a little bit out, but now he's definitely within range.
Okay.
And notice also how if you are to cast it, you'll be casting it here, right? On this little red, whatever
it's
this is.
definitely something that I have been not doing well, is like casting it like on top of them rather than in front of them. So I know I've been definitely doing that.
Yeah, so because right here
obviously it's better to put it in front of them so that they have
immediately snap it, right? Yeah, or like he has nowhere to run. Because here is out of position, but you know, you jump in, then you silence, then he walks a bit, and then you go on top of him, so it's gonna break by the time he's here. And like here is not really out of position that much anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah, Lich still follows up. Actually, it survives though, and you barely survive.
Yeah, he doesn't even die.
Yeah, and you end up getting some kills out of it. So we do kind of see, like, again, the strength of Puck, you know, between the duels, phase shift. You went in, you tanked some shit that you shouldn't, and you still managed to get out. So yeah, I can see as a trend, maybe we can write down some keynotes here. Don't use orb to go in so often, right? That's one big thing.
Yeah, I definitely have noticed that as well. Like I'll be in the middle of the fight and be like, I've already used all my spells. This is pretty sure this is not how it's meant to go.
They have long range, and orb is better. They have long, yeah. Usually it's better to walk in and orb out.
Yeah.
The spells have long range. Yeah. All right. Like that's one very key moment. Okay. Actually looked at this for quite a bit. Maybe let's check out one more fight with the blink, and then we can check out the other game. So, and
yeah, sure.
I imagine you want to do a live game as well, right? So
yeah.
How long would the queue take, you think, at this time?
It's usually not more than like 3 or 4 minutes, to be honest.
Ah, right, yeah. Actually, offlane is a pretty high demand, so. Alright, so here you get the blink. Alright, mission accomplished. What can you do with this blink? You can catch a sniper pretty easily, right?
Get a sniper, yeah.
Yeah. Now, you say like, okay, blink makes you extra survival, which yes, it does.
It's because I'm moving into the fight.
If you, yeah, by the way, if you are rushing blink like this, or I mean not rushing, but getting second line blink, whatever, like this is the moment to, you know, keep call level 1 and get level 4 phase shift instead, right? Because level 4 phase shift is is the moment that you can actually blink out of it.
Yes, makes sense.
Yo, Fabian, hey man. So yeah, the other thing is now you are, with these two items, yes, you are one of the most survivable heroes in the game, right? If not the most, right? I actually can't think of many heroes that are more difficult to kill. Maybe like status resistant Slark or something. I don't know, with Ags.
Yeah. Okay.
So what that means is you should definitely not be playing on your half of the map, right?
Yeah.
I
should be like shoving bottom wave or something.
Yeah, you should be running around their jungle, right?
Yeah.
Again, some heroes can make it difficult. But honestly, even if you're up against Nyx, right, do you think Nyx is going to be roaming his own woods with Vendetta or your woods, right? So it would still be safer to be here, right? And it might not seem like you're doing anything, but you are. Like, first of all, yeah, you're showing waves like we talked about. Second, you're giving vision, right? You're scouting. If your allies make a move, you can backstab. If enemies are farming, you see them, right? If enemies are not farming, then you also see that. Like, if your team notices you walking through their bottom jungle and there's no one there, all right, simple conclusion, they're all top, right?
Yeah.
You have to make use of this survivability you have, and you cannot play as a backliner, because you're not. Like, even right here, you see these two guys on the high ground? Like, this kind of stuff, it's Again, it might not seem like much. Okay, your team is just farming, or maybe they get baited, but like, what's stopping you from blink in, rift, orb backwards, orb phase shift, and then jump out? Okay, it's 270 mana, right? Like, who cares? You're obviously not gonna kill anyone. It's not that much damage, but you are doing some damage, and you're scouting them, and you might force some reactions, right? Because you know that you're not actually committing, right? You're not actually dropping the coil, going for a big fight, but they don't know that. Alright, so maybe if you do that, right, this is Pudge and Grim standing next to each other. Actually, Venge is right there. But let's say the Venge wasn't, maybe she TP's in, or maybe Sniper thinks the fight starts and he TP's in. Guess what? Grobo, yeah. But the important thing here is that it's about being first, right? Like, you see this Pudge also has a blink. Right, so if you hesitate, like in he blink ults you, you might just get insta-killed and your team can't save you. It's just about being first and forcing enemy to react, constantly going, right? Like that's stuff we talk about. Or at least throwing an orb to scout, maybe, right? Like, because this move is a lot more dangerous than actually, you know, going in their jungle again. Because you're like, what if Pudge blinks ults you right now? Like, there's a pretty good chance there's a lot of angles you can do it from. You have no vision, right? Right. So this is pretty dangerous. But if you're blinking into them, you see them and you can react. You have so many tools.
Yep.
Honestly, with these items, like, even if you mess up your phase shift, like, it doesn't matter. You have backup phase shift, right? And then your first phase shift is off cooldown again, and then it's like, so see, like, only now we actually crossed the river first time in like 3 minutes to maybe make a play happen, but should have been here in the first place, right? You see, like, now he spooked the Jugger. Right, he forces Manta. It might not seem like he did anything, but what's the cooldown on Manta? What's the cooldown on your Silence, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, now he has to be scared for 30 seconds, because next time he cannot get rid of the Silence. Alright, so you're walking up, a bit scared. Okay, silence this guy. Exactly, like this is what we're talking about. Okay, in this case, you do actually commit the coil. Whatever, why not? Yeah, a bit of hesitation there, but you actually mess up the... yeah, so
I fucked up really hard here, yeah.
just a bit of panic, right? You just have to orb and then phase shift. But you phase shift first and then you broke it, and you could actually jump on top of the cliff and you'll be fine, most likely.
Yeah.
OD makes a place. Tinker.
And now Tinker just kills everyone, and then the game ends pretty much. Tinker just gets like 15 kills in a row.
Alright.
From this point.
Okay, let's check out the other one real quick, and yeah, we'll take a look at it, and then at some point you can start queuing as we're still looking at it, so we don't have downtime. Okay. So this was.
I'm the Puck. Can you just give me like 1 minute? Like
Okay, yeah, sure.
The game. I'll be back in a second. Sorry.
Alright.
Hey, sorry about that.
Okay, welcome back. No worries. I mean, it's good anyway to take a break. Do 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this game looks pretty interesting. What do you remember from it?
So this game, I'm against the PA and the Crystal Maiden, and I get absolutely wrecked in lane.
You're with Dark
And then,
Willow, right?
yes, I think I'm pretty sure, yes. And then she kind of just leaves the lane. After we start losing the lane, she's like, "I'm fed up. I'm leaving." After I die like twice. And then yeah, so I'm like super far behind after the laning stage. And then the rest of the game doesn't go very well after that.
Okay. And well, that was a mid necro, I assume, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about your team's lineup and your build? Right, so you went Yule's Blink again, right?
Yeah, so in my mind I'm thinking like, obviously I haven't played that many puck games, right? So I'm trying to guess going into the game. I feel like it shouldn't be like CM seems like she's probably pretty annoying to play against as puck because you can't really dodge the spells. I mean, you kind of can if you watch the animations or whatever, but PA seems like it should be fine because you could like never get hit by dagger basically.
Yeah, yeah.
And then if she blinks on you, you just shift, and then you're okay, I guess. I don't really know. So that's kind of how I thought the lane would be okay. But then it definitely wasn't. And then after the lane, it looks kind of hard because like Lion has an instant stun, which is pretty annoying.
I mean, what looks kind of
and then like getting hexed by Lion.
Okay, so but
like, if I ever get hexed by Lion, I'm just like 100% dead, right?
Yeah. But
if anyone on his team is there to follow up,
that's the only way you die, right? And
yeah.
But fair enough. Okay.
Then
the funny thing is, like the guy actually didn't buy a blink or a lens though. He went power shots even, so he's slow.
Oh, maybe he saw that I was like 1-5 and decided he didn't need to. I don't know. But yeah, and then looking at the teams overall, like we have like obviously tons of magic damage again. Like Willow and Lich is all magic. Necro does a decent amount of magic. Even Void with MKB does some magic damage. But but their team, I don't know. Like Chrono's a big ult, but so is Bruce Split, obviously. So I'm not really sure like who has the better team fight overall. I mean,
okay. What does your team?
It's like I was gonna say like I think it's like kind of close in terms of if we just had a straight 5v5. Like guess it just depends on like who gets chronoed.
I mean, I'd say your team fight is a lot better though. Come on, you have like 3-4 big ults. They have Split and Maiden is the next best thing. Maiden ult, which is not really good against. You have like a bajillion cancels for it.
Okay.
Because you have Chrono, you have Coil, and you have Terrorize, and even Chain Frost to an extent. Right, when you have this many disables, Chain Frost can be pretty decent. So.
Okay. Yeah, and it's hard for us to like start a fight without me like just coiling someone.
Okay, and what's the problem with you coiling someone?
I'm just saying that has to be how we do it, because like Necro can't really start a fight. Void doesn't want to go first.
I mean, Willow,
Lich and Willow are okay, but
Willow can catch someone, yeah. Yule's Brambles or just Brambles, whatever. But yeah, generally, like you're the one who wants to start a fight, which is anyway what Puck is good at, right? So
yeah.
What does your team lack though? What do you notice in your heroes? Is there anything you lack?
Probably.
I mean, apart from physical damage and stuff, right? Like, what's because we established
like
you have enough damage, right? Yeah. So no
we don't have like reliable stuns, like really.
I mean,
besides,
okay, but you have so much disabled though. I think
we have lots of like root and silence and whatever, but outside of Chrono, we don't really have like
Okay, but is there a hero that desperately needs a reliable stun? And like, first of all, there isn't. Second, even if there were, like, again, Puck is perfect for that, right? Because those would be like storms and embers and stuff, and that's what Puck is, you know, really good against. So.
Uh.
All right. So one thing that you definitely lack a little bit, well, everyone except you, and that's the gap that you should definitely fill this game, is wave clear. Lich and Willow aren't very good at clearing waves, so you don't have the typical, you know,
Okay.
Grimstroke, Wyvern type support.
Yeah.
Void is, you know, wants to take safe farm, and Necro clears waves, but he's slow as fuck, so he can't actually run around the map, you know, shutting out waves.
Okay. Yeah, it makes
Which
sense.
means that's your job, and also it means you should get quite farmed this game no matter what.
That definitely doesn't happen. But...
Which doesn't happen, yeah. Which, you know, makes me wonder why, right? Like, what's preventing you from? And once again, there is no super scary hero that makes this difficult for you. There's no Nyx. Right? There are very few heroes that, in the first place, that would make it. But if I had to point out some of them, it would be something like Nyx, maybe Bane. Bane would be pretty annoying with cast range. He can set you up. Legion potentially, you know, could reach be able to solo kill you quite early into the game. Something like a Shadowblade Lina, right? Tiny can be quite annoying. Spearbreaker if you don't see him coming, if he's like super fast. DK with the instant stun if he goes blink can also be very tough to deal with.
Okay.
Earthshaker, Fishes, yeah, that kind of stuff, right? Or Skyrat Sign, but right, none of that in this game. Just Lion.
It's Lion Hex, and that's
which isn't really relevant till he gets blink because the range is so short and he doesn't actually get a blink. So, yeah, blink or lens. So it should be very easy for you to shot waves here. Now the lane stage, fast forward through it. Just Willow is not a very good lane partner, but like it shouldn't be the easiest lane, but it shouldn't be hard either. Like, let's put it like that. It's not as easy as the lane against Jug for sure, but it should still be a fairly easy lane. So good amount of hits on the creeps, so you don't get double waved. Here you almost do it, just actually cancel your hit, so
get the timing wrong, yeah.
But that's whatever. Get a bunch of denies. Pay attention to that ranged. Nice, good reaction, perfect. Early stick against this lane is okay, makes sense. Alright, so here just misclick the phase shift, which ends up really costing, because basically we said like when you have phase shift you should never be able to get daggered, but then you get daggered twice in a row, right?
Yeah, because I screw it up.
So here's just a bit of panic, right? Like, okay, frostbite you, whatever, like PA is still very far away. Should be nothing wrong here. But yeah, here just waste.
I don't know why I did that. Yeah, it was really stupid.
But then you orb forwards though, right? Which, why? Like, because you're trying to run away, but then you orb forward. I mean, still, you were completely fine if you just orb back and jumped out of the orb, right? There was no reason to do anything else. Yeah. I mean, when he gets double kill, obviously it gets harder, but I still wouldn't say it's a big deal. Contesting the pool, but if you are contesting the pool, again, instead of just, it's like you're focused on the neutral creeps and you shouldn't be, right? Their lane creeps are worth way more than these neutral creeps.
Yeah, way more.
So instead of coming like this, just approach like this, right? And focus on getting some of their assets. Also, this is definitely a lane where it might feel a bit weird being one-on-one, but I would keep your orb level 1 and just save it exclusively to escape and level the rift.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, what happens here? Frostbites you.
Yeah, so he sees Willow mid, so then he just runs at me.
Okay.
and then I see PA start to move towards me, so I'm like, I gotta back up.
Yeah, the moment you have phase shift though, you should turn.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, TP is out as well. Now it's 1-1. So now no reason to be scared. Wait, does that one actually hit?
Dagger again? Yeah, it did. That one I was upset about.
Ah, yeah, it was just a second too late. Oh well, I mean that happens. Whatever. Can't dodge every single one, but like even right now, like why back off here? Once again, same thing with the Jug Snare. Like you throw the orb, his wave is dead. He's fucking less than half HP. You're almost full. You have creeps. Why back off here? Like why turn around? Afraid of what? He's tanking creeps, man. He's the one who has to run.
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean with having like this defensive mindset. Like Widow's getting the bounties, no reason for you to. Now he blurs. I don't see him. I mean, you leave the lane to go on some chase or something. Yeah. Oh, actually blinks to deny the creep. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of stick charges, so you actually kind of want to take damage. He's trying to fake your... Ward. Once again, like your default is to run away, even though you would win this man fight. Right, the whole reason you initiated the stuff is because you had the stick, right?
Yes.
Like he doesn't, so again, he has less HP than you. He's tanking some creeps, you have 10 stick charges, he doesn't, Willow is coming, and you're running away. Like this where you gotta man up, just hit him back. He's the one who has to back off first. If you just keep fighting, he'll die first, because you have stick and your spells are coming off cooldown and Willow is coming too. Right, so you have to get rid of this habit of like, just running back no matter what. Right, like every single trade.
Yeah, yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And also like prioritizing the rift over the orb is gonna help with that, because you're gonna feel safer when you always have the escape off cooldown. Or like you don't need to use your escape to harass. I mean, at this point, yeah, you're not contesting his last hits at all. Because you have to realize, man, like, even though he has 2 levels on you, and a big net worth lead, the items that he went, like, 80 damage versus 71. And that's also with you having just 1 null.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, even at this point, you can still contest his last hits. It's not that hard, so... Like, he was stupid enough to max dagger against the Puck, right? He was smart, he would put more points in blink and just blink on you more often. That's the way to deal with Puck. Like you don't do the usual dagger into blink, you just blink straight away and start hitting him. Like you have to run away, and then you can fake the dagger. And also, he's much closer to you, so it's harder to dodge in that way. Yeah, but he's not smart enough to do that. So, yeah, no reason why you should be so behind. And that's the other thing though, like he's greeding out, rushing battlefield without boots, not actually buying many items to help him lane other than ban and blightstone, I guess. But what are you greeding for, right? Like what's the reason you don't get any stat items?
I don't know.
Or extra region, or right? Because if you always rush Voidstone, like obviously, okay, now you decide to get the treads, but you missed out on that, rope power spike, like I mentioned.
Yeah, for sure.
And now that you do get the treads, you're not actually laning anymore for some reason. Okay, now I walk back to the lane.
So it's the same thing again where I like coil right on top of him instead of
Yeah, you still get
Closest
the
to
kill,
me.
but
Yeah,
also I think you missed the orb right before the coil.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you are committing coil, just do it with your orb. So that,
Use it so that he can't move, yeah. Yeah.
anyway, you still get the kill. So only then they double your CS, but okay, no, he actually has almost double your net worth too. Yeah.
Yeah, like here I'm just like 2k gold behind already, and it just feels super bad.
Yeah. Out of all the items, I would not buy the wind lace. I don't think it does anything. Once again, trying to orb in, and I'm not sure why. Right? You just have to stop seeing this spell. It's not a blink, okay? It's not a blink. It's not.
It's an escaping spell.
Nothing stops you from. No, it's like it's a lot of things. It's
Yeah, yeah.
you know, it's scouting. It's but yeah, mostly it's like the insurance spell. Like you walk in, you orb. You might jump, you might not, right? Like if typical, if the fight is here, you walk in from the right and you orb through the fight to the left. Now you have two directions. Like if aggression starts going to the right, you orb jaunt to the left. If aggression starts going to the left, you just don't jaunt and you stay on the right. You walk back, right?
Yeah.
That's the idea. Like that's what the strength of the orb. Or you can orb backwards through the fight. So like instead of right to left, it can be, you know, forwards to backwards or whatever. But it basically gives you like potential to be in two positions, right? And it flies for 3 seconds, so it's a while. Yeah, it takes you a while to color there. I mean, it's definitely worth using Quality Breaker channeling.
Yes.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I forget that it does that.
Trying to okay, so you,
Yeah, I do the same thing when I see someone teleporting. I'm like, it takes me a second to be like, oh yeah, Quill stops that. So, I guess it'll click eventually. But
okay, you kind of just walk back into
yeah,
them,
here I just walk into 5 heroes. Yeah.
Radiant's top tower
see
is
them.
under
Anyway. Okay, so like right now, let's see. The thing is, we're not talking about mechanical mistakes, right? Like that's whatever, because obviously you gotta play the hero more, get more used to it.
Radiant's
We're talking about
top
stuff
tower
that
is under attack.
just based on decision. Okay, so you see Willow was bottom, decide to walk mid. Okay, but Necro is mid and Willow leaves bottom. So where should you be? Bottom with the TP ready. Right, that's the point of walking, is that you have your TP ready. Like, do you want to coil support Lion? Again, chances are, if you cannot catch them by walking up and then coiling, you're not gonna catch them by orbing in and then coiling either. Alright. I think this probably is the biggest thing, that you gotta like change how you see the spells.
Yep.
Should make my life easier.
Because you're used to playing like, you know, blink stun heroes, I guess. So
Yeah, a lot.
you're saying coil as the stun and orb as the blink, but it's not the case, right? It's
Yeah,
just it's
definitely-
ranged.
Okay.
Like see this as your pit, right? Like your pit of malice, except
Yeah.
it's insta cast and has bigger range and it's disables
Yeah.
for way longer. So once again, this is deja vu, right, from last game. Remember? You're
Yeah,
insta
it's
crease
the
bottom.
exact same walk. Yeah.
There's no one there. There's a ward behind the towers, so it could not be any safer. You have a catapult and a double wave. Nah, I'm not. This is like let's run mid, right?
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom
Or let's TP top.
is under attack.
Void died, right? Like, what is the chance that like the reason to fight is to be able to take some objective, right? If your
Yes.
Void's already dead, what is the chance that A, you win the fight, B, you're able to push an objective afterwards?
Zero.
It's minimal. This guy doesn't even skill
Very
Crystal.
small.
Can't believe they didn't skill fucking Crystal Nova, yeah. And yeah, maybe these guys are gonna ping you like, oh, you have coil, why didn't you TP? And then you just tell them that Void is dead. Alright, like,
Yep.
because you're one hero down, but if you take this tower, like, if you trade with one hero down, that's a win, right? Because you're supposed to lose when you're one hero down.
Yep.
If you want, you can start queuing, by the way. I'm just checking out the time. We're doing the
Okay.
time, so... Yeah.
I will queue.
So, yeah, again, Deja Vu, like, don't be so quick to leave the bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower
If
is
you
under
can
attack.
get free damage on the tier 1. Oh, yeah, and the other thing, right? Like, this tower is worthless, we talk about, like, on the enemy offlane.
Yeah,
You want to
for
take the
sure.
enemy safe
Yeah.
lane tower. Like, it's
Yeah.
the place to be. With a ward. TP here, coil some brewlings. And yeah, that's like...
Turns out that doesn't work.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower.
Welcome in to defend a little bit.
Dire's top tower is under
But yeah, this is also why it took you 20 minutes to get the Yules, right? Like... Because if you didn't
Also,
TP and you stayed bottom,
around.
you'll have it by now. Most likely.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So I mean, both of these games have been, you know, good games for utility Puck. I mean,
Yeah.
here you had an easy 3-man coil though. Once again, this is actually also Deja Vu because it's the same place as the previous game, right?
I'm
That's
playing.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, the orb is okay because you're probably gonna hit a bunch of heroes, but like right now, there's even the Terrorize helping you out. Right, this is at least a 2-man coil that they are gonna break because of the Terrorize. Like, it's a pretty nice combo. Fortunately for you, Lion fucks up. I don't know if you noticed, but he walks in here, realizes he can't pass through or whatever, just turns around. Now they're stacked up for a 3-man coil and a 3-man silence. But yeah, you only hit the CM.
Yeah.
I'm too afraid to use the silence, not sure why. The Chain Frost, you know, destroys them anyway, but... Here, I mean, literally the orb does more damage than your right click, because it probably hit the Fire Brooding, and you cancel the orb to jump in to right click, right? Which... Holy shit, almost kills him. Alright, so now you gotta look at where Void is going, and you go somewhere else. Right, Void walks back to mid. Where should you go? Help him farm the Ancients with your orb? No. What should you do now?
I guess push bottom.
Push bottom, yeah man, what's stopping you?
Lack of confidence, I guess.
But, I mean, and this is the key part, because it's easy to tell you like, oh, it's okay man, you're not gonna die, just brace your spells right? Like, that doesn't really help.
Yeah.
What does help is, you know, not avoiding those situations. Like, oh, I might mess up my spells.
Trying it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, okay, you're gonna mess them up, like, the first 2, 3, 5, 10 times, whatever, but the 11th time, you're gonna go bottom and you're gonna escape properly as a Puck, right?
Yep.
And that's the moment that you want to get at. And if you never go bottom, like, it's never gonna happen, you're just gonna lose games, right? So,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. Alright. My Q popped.
alright, nice. I'll
So-
stop sharing.
I will try my best to put
worries.
some of this into practice.
I mean, it would be nice if it's once again a utility Puck game. Might be a damage Puck game though, which slightly different, but we'll see.
Yeah. I have a clockwork with me. And
Okay, that's
it
very
looks
nice
like-
because, you know, you want a melee plus 4. Let's see.
Yeah, exactly.
All Sky CM, okay, pretty nice. So these are super squishies. Obviously, Yules becomes pretty value against Skywrath.
The silence, right? Yeah, because the sky silence is kind of scary.
With that being said, again, your best defense against these ranged supports to disables is to simply be the first to go in, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you just hang around, right-click their frontliners, then yeah, they will catch you. But if you jump in, orb, silence, coil, and, you know, jaunt out, You're fine. Void Spirit. Okay, that's an amazing hero to be Puck against. It's because
he likes to move.
yeah, yep, yeah.
And
Okay, so
like
definitely,
Slardar as well.
definitely utility game. I would actually recommend. Also, Ags is insanely good here. Not only because Coil was so good against Void Spirit, but also obviously Lifestealer.
Because of
Rage.
Life Stealer, right? Yeah.
You have very nice heroes actually to go with the Coil. I mean, Razor in general is kind of weak, but concept-wise, here's exactly what you want for Coil to be effective. Right?
Yeah.
That's the hero you want to run away
Yeah,
from.
they can't run away from him, right? Yeah, exactly.
So Link on Lifestealer, Axe, Coil, like that should be the fight one right there. And you know, Arc is also pretty nice. Obviously, puts down all these mines and shit.
Yep.
So
Prepare.
Lifestealer maiden lane, definitely in your favor.
Likely.
Yeah, try the double mantle 3 branches, right? Because I saw you went for like circlet fairy and stuff, but oh yeah, it's 2 branch. Okay,
kind of
branch fairy then,
too.
whatever. I mean, that is basically almost the same build that you did earlier. But...
Yeah, I think if you buy a circlet, you use all the gold, but
yeah, but you have 1 damage less though. Which
Yeah,
one? I mean,
but to attack speed.
it's whatever. Alright, yeah, it's 1 damage right now. Anyway,
Yeah.
lane should be better since you have a clock. You don't need phase shift at all, so you should definitely go orb rift. And when you have 2 points of rift, you know, you start spamming it to harass and secure last hits and stuff.
30 seconds
Okay.
to battle.
Remember, lots of right clicks, right? Whether it's on the lifestealer, whether it's on the wave, or on the CM, doesn't matter.
So would I just go like double null into treads and then Yules?
So this game, I wouldn't go treads. I don't think you're going to be doing that much right clicking.
Okay.
And this is actually a very good game to, for example, rotate mid early with the coil.
The battle begins.
You can orb back. Okay, use rage. That's really nice.
He has rage, yeah.
So that means the sustain is shit. I mean, all the more both leaving the bounty. All the more reason to right click him a lot. So I think brown boots, Yules, yeah, double no brown boots, Yules into Ags is gonna be the build here. Nice, should be able to get a lot of damage here. That's straight up killer actually. Yeah, he's just dead.
Battery salts does a lot of damage.
Pretty balanced, yeah.
Yeah. Should be hitting this guy, huh?
Range creep. It's okay.
Should have used the ult for it, right?
Yeah, it would be worth it, but you got the deny, so. Yeah, just constantly hitting him. Right, this is Sam's playing with Nova, not Bite. Right, range creep.
Yeah.
Maybe just if it's that far away, it's like they're on top of you. You gotta try with just the orb, right? You can't really afford to get close enough with right click. Okay, clock gets it, nice. And yeah, every time you do use the orb, you do have to be careful, right? I mean, there's still a 1, but he's gonna take feast level 2 probably, and he has rage obviously. So level 3 or 4, he might have open wounds, and at that point you gotta be careful because if they catch you, like if he open wounds you with orb on cooldown, you're fucked.
Yeah. Alright. Should probably try to get some lost hits too, right? I have 1 out of many.
Yeah, but you're
7.
fighting. I mean, don't worry about it. You got first blood. Or second blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, don't think about it as much like slowing down lifesteal or something. It's about what you can get out of the lane.
Yep. I know. Clock got quite a few of them anyway. You got like 3 or 4.
Ah, yeah. Yes. Oh, I can actually see that. He has 2. Interesting.
Oh, you can see that in live spectate?
Yeah, I didn't know that. It's kind of weird.
Ah, cool.
I'm not gonna tell you how many arc has.
How many? 2?
0.
Gordon.
Yeah, but I mean, he got first bullet, that's why, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the wave is gonna go back a little bit now. Courier. Oh.
Shit.
Dire's turret has been killed.
I will be fine, but you kind of just ran to the left at that moment. Garrett creeps. So try to not do the whole, you know, pull their melees on your ranged, and
Yeah.
vice versa immediately as the lane meets.
Okay.
Because when you do it immediately, like that's the move if you just want to trade farm.
Yes.
But you don't actually want that. So, you know, hit their melees a little bit, get the wave low, and then you can do it.
Uh-oh.
All three, nice.
That I missed the easy one.
Doesn't matter. The lifesteal, hit the lifesteal. Why are you not hitting him? Like, how is he just walking around like that? Yeah, exactly. I mean, you didn't have to jump even there because he already started walking back, but yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. Rift forward or back, yeah. I just keep right clicking him. Yes, he heals a little bit with the feast, but you know, you keep doing damage, so nice. If you're constantly keeping him like half HP, you will have kill potential with the clock eventually. Yep, keep hitting him. Gonna eat the branch here. So, I mean, now was not the moment to do it because you didn't have creeps and he did. And now you gotta be careful because it's on cooldown.
Yep.
So. Oh, I got the samurai, that's a free kill. Okay, get aggressive now because it's 1v2. If you silence an orb, maybe dies. Just go in with silence. Oh, why are you scared?
Radiant's courier has been killed.
I mean, it's literally free kill right
bad.
from.
Yeah. I'm just too busy thinking about my own health instead of his.
Oh, he solved you, nice.
He did. What a nice guy.
I mean, you could try, honestly, triple null instead of 2 nulls and wand. Just see how it feels.
Should I get my boots though?
Or just get your
no.
boots, yeah, get your boots, that's probably better, yeah. Boots are definitely nice against these heroes. Yeah, you're out of mana though. So
I have no mana. Yeah, I fucked up.
it's okay, probably gonna be a CM kill once again.
Probably kill her anyway.
Keep up the right clicks, there you go.
I didn't buy any mana regen. It's not great.
I mean, that's fine, with 2 nulls, you're gonna have mana for both spells soon. Range creep. If you want to use the spell, you should use the Rift, right? Not the Orb. Because it also hits instantly, but... Clock is getting bounties, careful. You can solve up. Oh, I think you missed the XP on the big neutral, but... whatever.
Oh, did I? Oh.
It's no biggie.
Ugh.
It's alright. So yeah, just get the staff first this time for the heals. I don't really think you need a wand this game, to be honest. Maybe later on at some point, but rather just get the heals fast. Because you definitely not needing the wand on this lane. And
Yeah.
we're only 5 minutes in, so. Alright, so you don't need to use spells here because you have low mana anyway. Just keep right clicking him. Because if he stays this low health when you have mana for both spells, then he should die. Oh, I think he has raindrops, right? Okay, that's something to keep. No, he doesn't. My bad. That's a wand. Doesn't have raindrops. You can drop the nulls to pop double mango. I think like 3-4 more hits and he dies to the combo. He doesn't have wand though, 6 charges. But if Clock catches the CM, oh, yeah, CM's dead. Oh, use Rage, you can kill Lifestealer too. Alright, you're not gonna kill him, he has still wand. But so you actually walked back so that you could orb in? I'm not sure what that was about.
No, I walked back to pick up my stupid talisman.
Ah, okay.
I didn't pick it up after I used the mangoes. I should have just left it there.
I mean, he dies if you hit him with both spells here. Just try to get silence first. Okay, you can just don't have to actually use coil even. Yeah, Clock is playing kind of nice too. 7 minutes, dominating. Good shit. Yeah, get the staff, maybe a solve again, and some more clarities or whatever. Yeah, get one more clarity. Should get this one going. Yep. Could just use one rift here. I would use one rift for this wave to get it shoved a bit harder.
Oh,
Not into the tower though. Oh, you have fairy. Orb.
Yeah.
You have orb. I mean, okay, it happens.
That's not ideal.
But then use your orb then. Like, why? No, you're not stunned or anything. There's nothing to stun you. Why didn't you orb right away? Just no need to panic. And you can stay on the lane. You have so. Alright, whatever.
Really? I'm like almost there now.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, maybe some of these small moves are. Yeah.
Some of the what, sorry?
You are playing without quick cast though, right? Or with?
With quick cast.
With quick cast.
On everything.
On everything?
Yeah.
Okay, you should set at least like a Alt plus the hotkey for regular cast, so you can actually see these AoEs. Because you gotta be able to see the AoE to hit people at the edge of the rift, at the edge of the coil. Alright, I mean, if you can play like this when you're super familiar with the hero, but not before that. Alright, so that was coil to kill the CM. It's okay, but I don't think you have to, because if Clock catches her, well,
Oh no, I fucked up.
whatever, chill. The moment to coil is if Lifestealer uses rage aggressively, okay? Then you can coil him after. Because coiling to kill, you don't have to coil to kill the CM. If Clock catches her, she's dead regardless.
Okay.
Can rift here for the range creep. He's pulling.
I fucked it up.
Yeah, keep up the right clicks. He got more armor, but you got more damage, right? Now you're hitting for 93. Thanks to that staff. Perfect. Just gonna chase maybe, get in the trees. Oh. I'll get the clarity ready. Yeah, he's gonna heal to full. You know, it heals him now.
Yeah.
There's bounties. Don't get your clarity cancelled by the infest. I don't know why Clock went crazy. Okay, you can maybe coil him after the rage. He has sticks though. Alright, there you go. It worked out. Clarity solve. You can get the Void Stone. Maybe sell the branch or whatever.
He wants to kill the CM.
It's not
I don't
happening.
know.
It's not happening. Fuck it, it's a fucking CM. Like, who cares what the Clock wants? Like, do what you want to do in this game.
Okay.
And you wanna farm your Yules and not die, right? You're 5-0-4, so yeah, just work back. Slaughter is a bit strong. Looks like they switch lanes. Yeah, Leicester's top now.
Yeah.
Still, just gotta pay attention to his bash counter. You know, you can right click him, and when he has bash prepped, you walk away. He has bash prep now.
Yeah, I'm...
Gonna have to phase shift. Oh, okay. Stop tanking creeps.
Oh no!
No, not that word. Oh, orb phase shift. Oof. You just walk straight back, man. What was that dancing for? You walk like
I don't know.
down and left and yeah. Holy shit.
It's gonna make it exciting for the stream, you know?
Yeah. And I think you're making it a bit more complicated than it should be. Like, if he has bash prepped, okay, hit 3 times, just walk away. That's it. There's no, like, you don't need to bait him with face. It's a right click. How do you bait that with face shift? Right? Don't.
I just go back bottom, or should I
Well,
keep
now,
it up here?
no, walk bottom.
watching.
Lifestealer
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Slaughter are top. So who's left to defend bottom? Nobody. (6-0).
Your
Right,
top
so-
tower is under attack.
You don't need to make stuff happen right now. You're already winning. That's the idea.
Should I not go to this?
No, it's a free tower. They're all there.
Okay.
Again, this tower is much more important than, I don't know, like doing random shit top. 5 heroes top. This just get ready to kill the next wave behind the tower. Yes, your team is gonna ping you, but that's not a good fight. You would not have won that fight if you're there, trust me. If you have Cliff to use aggressively, no you don't. You can place the ward for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, pings in 3, 2, 1, but don't care about that. Yeah, you could take the cast range here at level 10 because you're also rushing Yules. So
Radiant structures are fortified. Your
this
top
Rubik
tower
is
under
pretty
attack.
weird, but all right. Keep hitting the tower. More clarity. Not complicated.
I didn't take the cast range, but okay.
It's no big deal. Just get it at 11. It's whatever. At least now you insta-kill the wave, I think. 2 nulls and...
Your middle tower is
Yeah.
under
Alright, you got the tower. See? What did it cost? Your teammates fed a couple times. Would they have lived if you were there? No. Alright, awesome. Now, since you got this tower, pretty big impact. Now, what's the next objective?
Mid tower?
Mid tower, there you go. Now you can start playing mid and you can wrap around from... Oh, nice drop.
Your middle
Don't go through the river.
attack.
Approach from their jungle, right? Go from behind. Farm some camps. Okay, clock's already initiating. Probably someone's gonna help the CM. And you can catch them. There you go. If he gets closer to your team, you could coil him, but he needs to be closer to your team. Or the Skyrat. There you go. Or lifesteers. Whatever, you don't have to chase them. Your team's gonna go crazy. Just hit the tower. Spam ping the tower. This is, I mean, could throw an orb, I guess, but it's retarded all in general. Like, just kill the creeps and get this fucking tower. That's what you're here for. This is giving more anxiety. Yeah.
It's so deep.
Yeah, so it should technically be, you know, the arc and the razor hitting the tower and you doing that, but or rather no one doing that, but whatever, like you can only control what you're doing, right? So just get the tower. Okay, there you go.
Tower has fallen.
Enemy safe and mid tower taken by 15. Everything is good now. Now just work on your axe, right? Now just play bottom again. You have that ward still going. There's nothing to get mid, right? You took the tower, that's what you were there for.
My team is pinging there. Okay.
Yeah, fuck your team, man. Come on. Like,
Yeah, good.
get your axe. That's what's gonna win you the game.
For sure.
If you get a fucking like before 25-minute axe like they have no tools to deal with that. Like you have to realize it's like Void Spirit doesn't even have one item yet, and you're halfway to your second item.
Nice. Should I just get a wand or not?
I don't think you need a wand. Like,
Okay.
don't delay the game-winning stuff, which is Ags.
Makes sense. Yep.
You can get the point booster as well with the courier. And no, but keep pushing the wave. Yeah, let the courier do that.
Has fallen.
Keep shoving the wave, man. They're all top. You can deal damage to tier 2. Oh, your card is gonna die now.
My bad.
It's like you have to get rid of this notion that, oh, deeper into enemy woods equals dangerous. It's not dangerous. This guy you can kill, it's so easy. Yeah, just coil him, there you go. Battery assault damage kicks in, he's fucking dead. What's he supposed to do? Yeah. Put the branch on the courier so you can set it, because it's it's kind of triggering me, like that solo branch. Just chilling in your inventory all game. In the backpack especially.
Oh no.
Just swipe off
Good
Yules.
thing I have a Yules.
Yeah, good thing you're farmed. Just right click him.
I should have discussed that on him.
Yeah.
My
Doesn't
bad.
matter, miss spells, it still works out. Yeah. I mean now, yeah, you can level coil because you're actually very close to the axe now, so you know you wanna have that leveled. Since you're very strong, you don't want to be going base, so I'll recommend just sending out some HP regen. So far, Brooch seems like the best item. Pupils is not bad, but I imagine he's gonna use that. No, he's not gonna. But let's see what the other tier 2 items are. Obviously, by far the best would be the ring, because it's HP and mana. Right, this guy you gotta be a bit more careful with, as we saw earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe you just let him shove out the wave and you can...
Just catch it when
and
it
you
comes
can
back.
shove it back, yeah.
Yeah.
Some action mid. You could TP there, it's Void Spirit. Arc is... Oh, Arc got caught in the cogs. Alright, it should be a more aggressive TP though, I'm not sure. They're not...
Yeah.
Okay, fight looks kinda over. You have Yules also? Yules.
Yeah.
Maybe you can orb phase shift.
I got bashed.
Oh, he stole CM nice.
They're all bad though.
Okay, once again, what was the main problem there?
I orbed in.
Yes. Did you have to
that-
orb in? No.
Because I TP'd to the wrong place.
Yeah, I mean, but okay, you TP.
Oh.
Fuck it, you're gonna get there a bit later then, but you don't have to
Yeah.
orb in, man.
Yeah.
Like, either you were the first one to go in which case you don't do that with orb, obviously. You just by walking up and coining.
Yeah.
Or you're not the first one
Yeah.
to go in which case, you know, the fight's already started, so there's no rush, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you should ask him to give you that essence ring. There you go. HP and mana. Feels good, man.
Straight back bottom.
Definitely use the talisman instead of the ogre axe. Like, the fuck is the axe for? You need mana regen. Spell on. Straight back bottom and farm your axe.
Yeah.
You're not fighting without the axe, okay? Especially not after Razor died.
Yeah.
I don't care how many times they ping you.
Yep.
Doesn't mean you should make mistakes with them.
Makes sense.
This has to be the strangest Rubik I've ever seen. From skill build to the fact that he like saves Fate Bolt only for last hits or something, it just doesn't use it in general. I can't believe I've actually never seen someone max the passive.
Your middle tower has fallen.
Alright, there you go, bounties maybe? Or one more wave and then bounties, and you're gonna have the
Yeah.
axe. So when you're waiting for the wave, don't just chill in enemy vision, there's no reason. Yeah. Get this wave. Slaughter's coming for you, just heal him and walk away. There you go. All his speed buffs are gone. Just orb towards the tower. No need for panic. He will never catch you. See, you weren't in the fight, but Slaughter went to chase you, and that's why he wasn't in the fight. So, surprise, suddenly your team wins the fight. Is that a coincidence? Don't think so. Coil him, it's worth it. Okay, he's dead. Alright, got your axe, shove out mid. Or, I guess, I don't know. Just shove some lane. Yeah, you don't want to really hit the jungle camps when they're 5 dead. Or 4 dead.
Makes sense. Rubik's on the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so now that you have the axe, now you definitely have reason to be with the team. Because your contribution is massive, right? So who are you gonna... Yeah, just get out because you're solo. I mean, you could kill him with coil, but it's not worth it. Like, it's just to support fucking Skyrim. So you want to coil... The best coil is Lifestealer and Void Spirit, but either one of them is also fine. Or one of them plus any one other guy is good. Don't orb in, just walk in.
Yeah, just walk.
If walking in is not fast enough, then it's a bad fight. Alright, perfect. Oh shit, close. Alright, orb, jump out. You're fine, you're gonna have a new orb soon. If they commit really hard, you can Yule. But they're not gonna commit because they're low HP. Yeah, just go back to shoving bottom. Why did that fight not work? Well, Razor died before it even started and Arc wasn't even there, so... probably want to pop the Solve here.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably don't want to stand that close to the high ground.
Side,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
And they are coming, so you can just start walking back now.
Yep.
Alright. So what's your next item? What do you think? Yeah, many options. You have the essentials. Yeah. Personally, I would like, because I'm a big fan of move speed, I would go travels and take the brooch again and be mega fast. Or you can just go with this guy soon.
That's soon, yeah.
Or you just silence him and he's dead. That also. Alright, go for tower. Go for tower.
Yep.
That's one approach. Right, so that way you again helps with survivability to just be super speedy. You can call that guy if your team is close. Oh, they're jumping. Somehow all the remnants hit you. Go back for the wave, because this is useless if you don't actually hit the tower. And the other approach is, since, you know, the axe go so strong here, you just buff that. Which means Octarine.
Like Sanjin Kaya or Octarine or Veil or something.
No. It's strong because of the disable, not the damage.
Just the cooldown, right? Okay.
Yeah, so it's Octarine or Refresher. But, I mean, Refresher it's kind of early for that, so...
Okay.
Octarine makes sense. Or Blink. I mean, now... Yo. I'm not... It's not meant to be flame, but you're tanking a lot of tower hits considering that you're Puck, right, with phase shift. Right, you can pop the ring to heal a bit. So yeah, you could also get Blink, because like now that you have the Ags, right, it's valuable enough to be able to Blink in for. Right, that's at least a one-man coil. Wait, so why did you cast it behind them, or are you trying to catch the supports?
I was trying to hit the Lifestealer and someone else.
Oh, okay, fair enough. If you cast it on the other side, where he's on the edge, like that's an easy pick off, but just get out of here. Yeah. That's phase shiftable, by the way.
Which one?
The sky slow that was chasing you.
Yeah. I didn't want to use the shift before I could ult.
If you do that and they commit on you, you can always just wait it out, Yule.
Yeah,
it's gonna be ready
again. Well. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, another item that can be pretty nice if you want something slightly more utility / defensive is Lotus. Super strong Lotus game. Gets rid of silence, frostbite, slaughter ult, open wounds. And it will give you like another way to remove the silence so you can save the Yules, for example. Oh, help them. Fighting.
Nice.
Okay, Razor's just mega dead, but you coil this guy, silence him, whatever. Nice. Careful now. Phase. Jump out, yeah. Chill now, your shit's a cooldown. You don't have coil, so if they run at you, you could help, but you're not gonna jump in yourself. Okay, now there's downtime. What are you gonna do?
Die, apparently.
Oh, he didn't have calls ready. Again, in the river, pop the ring, man. Just use the ring off cooldown because you're always low.
Yeah. Yep.
In the river, in the middle of the map is the most dangerous place to shove waves, right? So that's like the one place you don't want to do it. There's gonna be new neutral item soon.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry.
Just go for the Octarine. It's fine. Just go for it. It's like the definitely the easier to execute item. It also tanks you up a lot, and 45-second cooldown on your ult is pretty nuts. Oh, that's a nice item for Arc, I guess, or for Razor. Shove a lane that your team is not on, or farm neutral camps to get items.
Okay.
Nice smoking you.
Okay,
just coil that guy. Just coil him. Walk up and coil him. He's dead. Okay, he's dead. Careful. Okay, nice. Remember, whatever you do, don't jump into the middle of them with orb. Just take it easy. Okay, coils cooldown. Go shove bottom. Remember, outside of coil, like your fight contribution is not very big, so not the camp, the wave. Right, the farming the camp is what you do after the wave is shoved. So
makes sense.
you can get the clarity going as well. Oh, quickly charm, that's definitely your item. Grab that shit. He said, hopefully he wants to give it away. Yes. Okay, you could take one more. That's maybe a little bit dangerous. Nah, Whisper is dead. Yeah, just get out. Well, you don't really need far more neutral items, I guess, because you got the one that you want. Yeah, you got all four, actually. And yeah, you can send out the soul booster.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Mega tanky.
Oh, what did I buy? Shit.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, so you can pop clarity and send the ring back.
Your top tower is
Be
under
with
attack.
oh, Razor wasted his BKB, feels bad, man. So now it's only 52-second cooldown on your coil. Soon with Octarine it's gonna be like 40. Chasing the lifesteal, check that out. You can probably help there. With oh, coil both him and Voids. Oh, the Dream Coil, and that is actually that is the name of the spell. Yeah, that's I didn't quite catch that. Okay, silencing supports, very nice. Cancel that shit, or just kill him. Okay, just shove him in now. Razor's trying his hardest to feed, even though the enemy team is dead. Tanking tower with corrosive phase. Okay, you got the Rift CD. When you get the AoE in range, yeah, you're mega strong, obviously. Don't think you're gonna be going high ground here. Razor's too squishy, so just go shove it on our wave again.
Bottom again, I guess.
39.2. I mean, maybe stick with the team top, actually.
Getting the travels now?
Yeah, it is also a good idea to get the travels now, yeah.
You think, okay, I'll just kill this, whatever. I am, you know. Sorry.
I mean, you have an outpost to TP to, it's fine. Just try get wave quick and TP there, because, you know, team might fight. I mean, basically, like, the game is yours to lose now. Not like yours personally, but your teams. So
Enemy's top tower has fallen.
like you just want to make sure that you're together.
Yep.
You could pick up these bounties, yeah. And yeah, you might as well get the travels now.
Oh, they're gonna die.
Just TP on the somewhere. Ah, Razor is getting a big link off on the lifestealer. I mean, you can, yeah. Could have orbed over that cliff, but it's all good. I see a lifestealer to be coiled. Oh, 10-man coil. Okay, didn't actually get the someone, but doesn't matter. Slaughter stun for 10 years. There we go, team wipe. Go shove from lanes, mid. Your whole team is top, so you go mid. Remember to send out a TP scroll as well with the travels, otherwise it don't work.
Yep.
The enemy's top tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified.
I just noticed Clockwork's name. Colgate Pro Relief. Alright, so you got full control of the map now. Took all the towers and outposts and shit. So all you gotta do now is, you know, not die, keep up the map control, farm enemy camps so that you're close. You have travels now, so you don't need to be close to the team. You should be bottom. Like now's the time to be farming those camps. No, but okay. It's a short cooldown. It's
Don't
only
do that. It's like 25 seconds, right?
Yeah, but the point is that you can be bottom because you have a TP ready, and if you TP bottom right, that kind of defeats the purpose. But
Okay.
chances are they're not gonna contest right now, so it's okay. But yeah, you're gonna get Aegis, and there's gonna be new neutral items soon. Right. That was a bit too close, but all good.
Really?
I mean, because the spirit, like... Oh, free coil. You can jump in and Yule him. Or is that whatever. Don't forget about the short cooldown on the rift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get the Lotus now actually, fuck the Blink, because, you know, again, Lotus, a lot of value. You're pretty much unkillable, but you can save your teammates. Like, plus you kind of want more mana regen, so. Try to get the Void Spirit in the coil if it gets close. There we go. Just
Oh, we're blocked by the fucking cocks.
Oh. Hit the buildings. That's what you're here for. Face. Wow. Oh yeah, I forgot to link you the clip last time. I'll do it after this game. You have coil in 9.
Yeah.
Oh shit, lifesteal almost insta-died. Nice, 2-man coil. Easy.
I fucked it up.
Oh well.
Whatever.
I saw what you're trying to do. I mean, it was the right idea, but again, that's insanely hard to do with quick cast though. Like, you gotta...
Have the circles.
If you wanna do it with quick cast, you need to have like 100 games on Puck already.
Yeah.
The circles make it easy.
Yep.
You can pick up your Perseverance for more mana regen. Yep. Work on that.
I just find it. I just find it super awkward having anything not on quick cast because I'm like so used to not.
No, I know, but
Not having
a bunch of people have this where, like, what's your
No, I
regular
know, I
hotkey?
get it.
Like Alt plus the hotkey, right?
Yeah,
For
I use
regular
that
cast.
for self cast.
Okay, I mean, maybe the
Well,
control of the
obviously
hotkey
not
then.
for for some spells, right? Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you have the full Lotus, also close 25. So you definitely wanna get 25 before the next fight. It's insanely strong.
Mhm.
Warden, Micron is. Don't need the last kiss for it, right? Just chill near him. You're gonna get XP.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Okay, you get the mid wave. There's no one there. That's not a fight yet. You're not going for the fight before you're. All right, whatever. You get 25 during the fight. It's fine. Oh, you missed XP from the slaughter kill. That would have been 25.
No.
What else? What else? Okay, got it. The right one. Phase shift. The right talent.
Sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. But definitely out of all the things you could be doing in the fight, right-clicking a BKB, ulting CM is not really up on the high ground. It's not very productive. But yeah, anyway, I think see a pretty big improvement, right? Pretty big difference.
Yeah, this was much better game.
Imagine you can feel the impact you had here, for sure.
Yeah. The
Coils.
clockwork helped too.
No, I mean, Clock played well, for sure.
The lane was
very
very
well.
super easy.
But you can see how even here, there were lots of moments where you're just like, this lifestealer was like, literally walking back and forth in your attack range and you, like, didn't start hitting him until I told you to. All that CDR. Styling on them. Nice. Whoops.
Oops.
I jinxed it.
You did.
Alright.
Alright.
So still disregarding the any mechanical stuff, what did you notice? Like, what did you different? Well, what would you have done different if I weren't helping you with decisions?
I'm not farmed waves enough, for sure.
The classic TP to the safe
like
lane.
wandering around doing nothing.
Exact same. Like in both replays, the same situation happened, and in this game, the same situation happened. Right? You were like, "Are you sure I shouldn't TP to the safe lane?" Right? Remember when they were diving the tier 1?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like those are the most like. I mean, I know we're talking a lot about like quick cast and coil AOE's and all that jazz, but in terms of importance, like that moment is way more important than anything else. Like you could be going fucking Desolator Maelstrom for all I care, like, but like this decision to push that tier 1 safe lane tower on the enemy safe lane instead of TPing back, like that has way bigger impact than anything else on you winning the game. It's insanely important.
Yeah.
And a similar situation actually happened later, right, where they were diving tier 2 mid. When the replay's up, we can check them out. Remember? And I was like, you don't have Axe, right? You're 500 gold away. You're not gonna fight. You're just gonna farm the Axe bottom.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, surprisingly, your team didn't even ping you that much. But you know what was the result? You make sure you get your Axe. In fact, it kind of worked out nice because Slaughter came to defend, and that means, you know, his team was left without him.
Yeah.
And even though your team lost like 2 fights in a row, suddenly Slaughter wasn't there. I mean, also they were very deep, but yeah, and then your team actually won the fight.
They were flaming me in voice chat, which you can't see in the.
I mean, but why not mute them, man? Come on, like you gotta mute that shit.
Yeah. That's okay. I just ignore it.
How is that not distracting though? Because like I'm talking to you and they're talking to you like that.
It was very distracting. Yeah.
But that's why you have to mute them. Come on, like come on.
Yeah. I
That's
should. I
really
should.
important.
Okay. So I'm gonna try this hotkey thing. So I should set them to altcast for
Just have some
the
additional
W and the R.
hotkey
Yeah,
for seeing the
I think it makes
circles.
sense. It should be okay. Let me try it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try it in demo mode and see if it works the way that I expect it to.
Something else I don't know if you noticed, but item timings, right? Like 13-minute Yules, 21-minute Ags, as opposed to 20-minute Yules.
Yeah, it was definitely much better when you actually
Obviously,
get some farm.
not the hardest conclusion to reach, but if you have one more item, you're gonna be stronger, right?
Yes.
Just,
Okay, yeah, that works, right? With the alt.
yeah.
I'll try and get used to that.
Yeah, I think that's gonna help land the spells. But again, that's not the most important thing. The decisions are more important. So I'm just sharing screen here,
Yeah,
so we can see your
yeah.
direct comparison of your timings, right? Even when you went
Yeah, sorry, what?
checking out. Okay, this game you had
Yeah.
kind of similar timings, I guess. Although, yeah, you went a bunch of other shit. Actually, let's check it out. Was it a good game to really get what you... Oh no, this was the game that you linked me. Yeah. So, yeah, like I mentioned here, the Veil, pretty unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is definitely the fastest Yules by far. The next fastest was 16 minutes. So by far the fastest Yules, and by far the fastest Aghanims also.
Yeah. I don't think I have any other games where I went like straight Jules Ags, right?
I know, but that is actually the best utility build. But that's because you
probably
bought
the
blinks and
best option.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's because of exactly what you said. I'm like sitting there and I'm like, it's impossible to get to 4,200 gold. I'm just gonna buy something else.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
but these are the core items we wrote down, right, for the utility build. So
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the better way anyway. Like this is generally what you pick Puck for, right? Because this damage, it can work very nicely, but it's not like like if coil was not very good or unnecessary, then why would you play Puck, right? That's kind of the main reason to pick the hero, but yeah.
Yep. I mean, that game felt like really, really easy.
Obviously, the laning stage.
Their team also felt like much less threatening. Like they don't really have anything.
I mean, they went on you a couple of times, but this is not that they have a Skyrat. Like whether it's a Skyrat or a Lion, it's not that different. I would argue Skyrat is, his silence is a longer range. It was a good game, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was just like because when he silenced me, I had Yules, but if you get hexed, then you just die.
But to what though? There needs to be a +1 there, right?
Any +1, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but Skyrat can kill you solo otherwise. That's the difference basically.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And yeah, Razor did well mid, but Arc actually lost the safe lane pretty heavily. So I wouldn't say it was like a easy game get carried kind of deal. Right? If you look at Arc's timings, pretty shit. Like 14-minute Brown Boots Midas.
Yeah.
Like that guy was not in the game for a long time.
Yeah.
And Razor, for someone that won his lane, like what, 20 minutes he has Facebook Sanjiasha. Like that's also not really high. Like 28 minutes Sanjiasha BKB, and then that first BKB he just wasted completely. You're by far the most farmed if you look at 20+ minutes. Okay, Arc starts overtaking you, but yeah, you are actually top net worth at point.
Yeah, it definitely felt like way better. Like after the laning stage, like it actually felt like I wasn't useless. So
yeah, but that is because you prioritized getting your timings.
Yep.
Right. Let me. Yeah, we're at about 2 hours. I just want to show again to really hammer on that not TPing to the safe lane moment. Because that's where, that's the turning point. If you do TP, like, that's where the game will go downhill.
Mm-hmm.
Must have been like around 10 minutes in. Yeah, you're still leading a lot in last hits. Yeah. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, you were missing quite a few last hits, so imagine like if you didn't, like it would go even better.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's forward. You are back. Oh yeah, this was I think the moment. Let's see your player perspective. You're probably looking at top. Oh, it was even earlier. Yeah, already here you're looking at top, right? Very sure I shouldn't TP there. Sure. Like you have to realize like that basically the best case outcome of you TPing top is still not as good as just the outcome of getting this tower.
Mm-hmm.
Right, this is literally what wins you the game. And
yep.
Honestly, even team wiping them here is not gonna bring you closer to a win. Right, because what's gonna happen, you're just gonna walk back bottom afterwards and keep trying the same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're not gonna be more farmed out of it, right? Because you missed a million free waves in the process. So, and that's the best case scenario. So you get this tower, now people have to suddenly respond to this. You can freely farm their jungle. You can freely rotate mid. Yeah, I didn't quite notice the sky in time, but here, if you watch the vault, actually, I said exactly what will happen, right? From this moment onwards, the moment we see Clockwork hook in on the CM, right? You can see that that's where my camera was. The moment you see this with the cogs, what's gonna happen next is very obvious. It is happening right in front of tier 1. Someone is gonna come to help.
Yes.
Right, like 90%. Even though they shouldn't, even though it's CM and they shouldn't, like someone will come to help. And that's where you just come in here, coil, boom, extra kill. Yeah, run into the Void Spirit, but Skyrat shows up. It's a little bit late to coil on him, but... Alright, anyway. Yeah, I think should make things a bit more clear for you, like how to...
Yeah. Don't orb in and die with no items repeatedly.
Basically, yeah.
So
Prioritize items.
Definitely makes things a bit easier, yeah.
Don't orb in, just walk in.
Yeah.
Obviously,
and it was like I only the one time I died in this game was when I orbed in.
Yeah, basically in that
and
fight on mid, yeah.
The second death was because I dove the fountain when the ancient was
Exactly.
but,
So
yeah.
if you don't do that, it's gonna be easy.
Yeah, definitely. All right, thanks. That's really good.
All right,
helps
man.
a lot.
Yeah, I think it was a good one. It was pretty productive. So yeah, try some more Puck games, and I think, yeah, it's up to you. Like next time, if you wanna, maybe we could do like a damage Puck game, or we just start working on a new hero. It's up to you. Just yeah, let me know how it goes. And
yeah, sure.
All right, man. Jeez,
all right, thanks
have a good one. Yeah.
See you next week.
See you next week. Alright guys, be right back.